Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Utah Utes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Utes will kick this away to get us going here. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. And the tailback's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 3. Third down coming up.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Fights off a defender. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Longhorns are in the red zone.
Let's go.
Trying the old counter play here. Tackle, but 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He's got some room. Can he get there? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Finds his man. It's Winston. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The tight end makes the catch. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Utes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Took contact on the throw. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. Fighting off the defender. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And now the running back's got it again. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That was exciting, but no one to throw to. Eventually goes down.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Return it one down. Sets up the next drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On first down, it's play action. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Breaking free at the 30. Powerful running into the secondary. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Texas 7, Utah 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes.
Touchdown, Utah. Number 3 with the carry.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff. Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made after a big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there. And the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. The freshman making an impact play there.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at 2nd and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's 3rd down. You better make up for it right here.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back. Make it tougher on the quarterback. Make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
And the Utah offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. They're going to run it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in expecting the pass and blew up the play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Finds room at the 30. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Utes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Utah. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7.
That makes the score. Utah.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Tackle at the 40-yard line.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Timeout.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
They'll kick it away here. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And the Utes offense takes the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Pass hauled in inside the 15. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes. So the offense clicking now, Cook, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here first and goal. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for the first down to the 37. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going to try to use his legs here. He shreds the tackle. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 10, set to kick this one away. Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring it.
at the
16. And the Utah offense takes the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here? We go with a direct snap. Fighting off the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. The Utes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Play action here on first down. He's hit as he throws it. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the right side. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
And the Utes will line up on first and 10. Handoff from the shotgun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? He jumped right over the defender. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes.
number 3.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The extra point makes it 28-7.
That makes the score. Utah 28, Texas.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 10, set to kick it away. Texas.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking for a deep completion. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But There have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. And kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to...
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to go up top. It's caught. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And they got him for the sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Got a man, it's Morgan. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run it into the end. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space... Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He'll do it himself. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jones wants to throw it. Still looking on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jones to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown! First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense set for a first down play. Jones wants to throw it. Buys a little time. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. He wants to throw. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The expressway is wide open. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He uncorks one deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete... We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.